Ready. Okay, so just a second more here. I'm gonna actually kill the AC because it's cool in here and it's freaking loud. Oh, so much less noise, so much less. It's wonderful. Hello, everybody. Got a couple cool things to do today. One is talk about things I am selling, things I am giving away, and things that I have that I'm going to put up for winning. So we're going to play some games and stuff. Maybe this session, maybe next session, but we're going to talk about them in just a second. I have set up the back room for these dealings, and we'll dive into that in a minute. But also, let's talk about everything else we're going to be doing today. So, got some Go code to write related to some services. So we got to get that going. Made a little progress last time. Kind of started from scratch because the time before that, I'd written out a bunch of code. Kind of like happens sometimes, and I don't know. I felt like I was writing it and it was working, but then I realized I'd gotten to a point. I wrote a whole bunch of code and wrote all this theoretical functionality, but then it didn't work, and I didn't actually know what I had just. I don't know. It got super confusing. So just kind of started from scratch and a little bit more core principles and got it working. So we're going to extend that today more. But before we go into that, I want to get a few other things rolling here. One thing, as always, hey Lizzie, how are you today? Let's get some tunes going here. Oh, but I got to get the volume balanced out for me. There we go. All right, so there's that. I got tunes going. But now we're going to go into the back room here in just a minute and check out what's back there and talk about some of the things that I'm going to be giving away over the next couple of days. And hopefully the sound works back there. I don't know if it will. I think I have the right mic turned on. We'll see. Maybe it'll be weird. I won't have chat access, so I'm just going to be talking at you for a minute. But here we go, into the back room. All right, so one mic down, one mic up. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna cut this on. Boom. Give us some light in here. Yeah. Okay. Hello, everybody. So this is kind of the back room of the office, or in video terms, just a few feet away. This is my community table right here that you're seeing. It has stickers from people that have come and visited me, and we've worked on business things or just working through like database problems, database architecture, etc. Code, whatever has come up. If we have a sticker that represents the meet or the company I've talked to or whatever, it goes right here on the table. This is the Thrashing Code community table. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about here that I'm going to be giving away and setting up for gifts, etc. But also as prize things that you can get over the next, I don't know, a couple weeks or whatever, as I figure out some of this game system stuff for Twitch. The first thing I got is, and this, you can just have it. If you're in the Seattle area, check out this keyboard. It's a wireless keyboard, wireless mouse with a weighted wheel, which is pretty trippy. But anyway, I got that sucker, and basically I'll sell it to you for like $10. If you're in Seattle and you want to have lunch, just let's have lunch, and I'll just give you the keyboard and mouse. It's a paired thing, and it goes together, both wireless. So if you want that, let me know. That's the first thing. Then there's this. Whoops, I don't know what that was. Then there's this TB16 doohickey flopper. This goes to XPS 15s from Dell. This thing works like shit for Linux, at least with the way I was using it. And you need Windows to be able to flash it, right? So anybody that has Windows and an XPS 15, this is like a dream device. I will sell you this for like next to nothing if you want this, right? 2 USB, hot USB on the front with a headphone jack, which is great. Then on the back, power, lock, another hot USB, USB-C, which is great if you want to be able to chain this on a USB-C chain. And then we got HDMI, DVI-in, Thunderbolt thingy, or whatever the heck we call it these days. Old school VGA. So you can do 3 displays here on this device, and it will actually push it if you have Windows and an XPS 15, and both of them are, the BIOSes are flashed, okay? You got to do that. Then there's the RJ45 for the Cat 6 that you have for your gigabit or whatever, and then 2 more USBs. And it connects via USB-C. So, super cool device. This is the giant freaking brick, the power brick that it comes with, as you can see. Kind of obscenely huge. So, I'm going to set that over there. Again, that's something that I'll sell you for next to nothing. Throw an offer at me, or whatever. Now, at the next upcoming meetups and some other events, and also I'll be doing like a raffle online, I have this book by Kelsey Hightower, Brendan Burns, and Joe Beta. I just saw Brendan Burns like an hour ago at the coffee shop right next to my office. That was pretty cool. He was heading off to build, as one might expect. I haven't seen the other 2 fellows in a while, even though I suspect I'll be running into Kelsey pretty soon. Got some trips to Portland. Anyway, Kubernetes up and running. Great book. You know, get your Kubernetes on. I will be gifting or raffling that. I got a few other things. How to Containerize Your Go Code by Liz Rice. She did a great job on this pamphlet book. Christian Posta on microservices for Java developers. Also, great book. And this one, get this. Look at this. Notice something? Yeah, it's in color. Like the code is color-coded in the book. That's kind of trippy to see. I don't know if this one, I don't remember this one yet. Yeah, this is regular black and white. But yeah, so there's some more O'Reilly materials that I will be gifting and giving away. Then we got Sam Newman's Building Microservices. I've read this book about 52 times. It's got a lot of good abstract theoretical things, kind of academic notions around building microservices and such. So yeah, great book. It's kind of one of the books that first came out that really started kicking off more of the notion around microservices as more than just, you know, random whatever microservices. It's just small services. You know, when it moved past that stage and actually became kind of a thing, that was one of the books forefront that a lot of people have read and still remains pretty solid. Then I got another book by my cohort Jeff Carpenter, works at DataStax with me, and then Eben Hewitt, who I haven't unfortunately not met. Anyway, Cassandra, the Definitive Guide. This book is, like, if you want to learn Cassandra, this is the book to get. Now, there's going to be some tweaks probably coming out in the next edition, since Cassandra 4.0 is about to drop, or has dropped, or whatever. But as far as learning the core material around how Cassandra works, how the database is distributed, and all those things, this is the book to get, honestly. It's top tier. I have a copy, and this is an extra copy I have because of an Amazon mistake. Thank you, Amazon, for screwing up and accidentally sending me 2 copies. They told me I didn't need to send it back, and because, you know, I'm an honest guy and I would offer. But they didn't say I needed to, so I've kept it, and I'm going to get it out to a good home. So if you'd like that book, you know, we'll raffle that off or bid it off, however we do. And then there's this book, 7 Databases in 7 Weeks. Also, yes, I know Luke and Eric, good buddies, worked with them at Basho. Actually, Luke worked there after me. And he worked after me at AppFog. Anyway, we've worked sort of almost with each other a couple times. Awesome guy. He wrote the latest version with some of the edits. Eric Redmond and Jim R. Wilson were the ones who wrote the first one back when it included React from Basho, that distributed database. But now it includes Redis, DynamoDB, which I believe is one of the new ones they added, Neo4j for Graph, and then Postgres, because really, why would you not put Postgres in it, right? HBase and MongoDB and CouchDB. Okay, so good selection of databases is a great way to dive into some of the proverbial NoSQL databases and really get your fingers into it. Like, this book will help you walk through there and learn the concepts and core principles of these databases. So that's another thing that I'll be giving away. Now, I got this awesome card set, right? Like it's like a collectible card set of the View Vixens, right? Or I guess it's the View Vixens or whatever they're called. Simona, Tara, Suze, Stena Maria, Sarah, well, one's Drasner, one's Dara, Nitya, Natalia, Kara, Joe, Jen Looper, Emma, Divya, Deanna, Beth. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm not going to try. I will fail miserably. Anyana, Angel, Alyssa, and Allie. So a whole selection tells you about each of these individuals, these characters. A lot of awesome programmers here. It's like a programmer's collector's card set collectible thing, right? I got one because I'm gonna put them up on the wall. I'm putting up some art here in the office. But here's the thing. That's not all, right? Sure, I got myself a set, but hey, I'm a pretty nice fella. Sometimes it's emphasis. But yeah, so I bought a few extra sets, as you can see. So I would like to raffle some of those off, play some games, etc. We'll do that over the next weeks, and these will be some of the prizes. So this is the prize chest of what I have so far. And anyway, that's pretty much it for the backroom dealings. I'm going to bounce back over to the computer station and get back into chatting and get some code written. Feel free to ask questions about all this swag, etc. I'm going to be adding more to the table of swag too in the coming days. It's going to include stickers, probably maybe even some laptops, right? And other things. Everything from stuff you might find at the DataStax Accelerate conference, which is going to include a lot of stuff about Apache Cassandra, DataStax Enterprise, Vue.js, and more things. It's going to be pretty crazy. But anyway, back to the workstation, and we'll chit-chat about build and write some code. Oh, I'm going to turn out this light. I don't need too much light in my face. All right. Well, let's see here. Get the appropriate sound fixed back up. Yeah, so all that good stuff. I'm gonna have to clip that part of the video. Oops, that was loud. I'm gonna have to clip that part of the video and put it out there so people can check out what is on the table. One more glimpse real quick. Yep, there it is, the swag table, the community swag table of Thrashing code. I look forward to giving away some of that stuff. Should be fun. All right, so back to what we're gonna work on today, though. Let's see here. I want to cut down the tunes just a little bit in my ear. Oh, they're cut down, I guess. I should just. There we go. That took almost all the precision. All right, so here's our desktop. Let's get this figured out. Yeah, so Lily, if you're interested in any of those, I will be auctioning them off or setting up some type of game system over the next couple of days. I know there's some ways to play games on the Twitch channel, and now you know what the swag table is. So if you know anybody or you yourself are interested in this stuff, that's what's going to be going on throughout the remainder of this week and ongoing weeks. But I'll get it set up in the next day or two. I'm going to be streaming at the same time, 3:33 p.m., Thursday and Friday, and likely streaming a couple days next week, couple days after that, even though I'm going to be at conferences and down in Portland, Oregon. But Yeah, amidst all that, let's see if I need to update anything. Oh, nothing really to worry about at the moment. Because, oh wait, was JetBrains Rider one of those? No. Okay, good. Or Golan. Golan wasn't. Okay. So what do I have here? I have this open for whatever reason. And I want to open up Chrome. Well, it'll be ongoing after just the next 4 days, so you know, good opportunity to win something. All right, getting up to GitHub here. And out to Super Trucks. There we go. Coding corners is, I will tell people to come check you out as well. Oh, very awesome. Thank you for that. I need to get in more of the Discords and stop messing around. I've been slow to get into some of them. Just because it's kind of hard to be in Discord at the same time I'm actually streaming. But I think I can figure it out. I am coming down to Portland to speak on the 14th, and I will generally be hanging out, chit-chatting with some people at companies, kind of just doing lunch, dinner, beers, and picking up my Brompton so that the next week I can have my Brompton in DC whenever I fly out there. So, oh, and that's the foldy bike, just in case. I know some people look at me like, what's a Brompton? Why are you acting like everybody knows what that is? I shouldn't assume. Anyway, it's a foldy bike that you can bring on an airplane, or you can check on the airplane easily, and then that way you have a bike whenever you get to wherever you're going. Yeah, it's pretty slick. I'm gonna demo it on the channel too once I get it, and show everybody how it folds up, folds out, folds in. The various modular pieces. It's almost like a programming object, right? It's like an ultimate example of that. But it's got a bag that fits on it, and little panniers, and a little rack, and all sorts of neat stuff. It's really cool. I even noticed that they had some electric assist ones, so like you can pedal, but it'll scoot you along at like 20 miles an hour, which, I mean, seriously, in the city, you don't even want to go 20 miles an hour. It's so fast getting through the city with one of those, like in DC or New York or even Seattle or Portland. I mean, if you're in a downtown of a city, you just, boom, you are the fastest thing there on that thing. But anyway, yeah, so super cool. This is what I was working on a few days ago, and I want to get back at it. Or not a few days ago, the day before yesterday. This is the truck service base. It is the application that I'm building for Christina and my's talk in DC. So, you know, I gotta hustle. I gotta get some shit done. So let's see here. I opened that up. That seems to be. Oh, I'm just being impatient. Yeah, there it is. Since I thought Goland was stuck, but it's not. All right, let's get a proper window going on here. Oh, what's where is it? There it is. Boom. Okay. So with the desktop in our view, and everything else getting into place. Boom. All right. Goland should be open now. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, stop detecting. I need to figure out how to get the Docker file to not be detected when it's in a vendor directory. Because like I don't have a Docker file, and I don't really need one right now at this very moment, even though maybe that's what I should work on. But like these other projects in here do, some of them, and it doesn't need to look in there. Replace. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I'm kind of glad that it didn't work. Okay, so I'm going to let it index and finish run dep and all that real quick. Oh, we should check out what is the state of oh yeah, I don't really want that up right now, do I? Oh yeah, that is actually the one that I want. But let's do CD migrations. We're going to do dev down and then do a dev up. Oh, right before we get into this though, has anybody been paying attention to build? I'm curious. Just because, let me pull this up. This is some crazy stuff. Microsoft build. Oh, not 83. This morning from CSarch. Has he showed the WSL with the terminal? That's the thing that I've been kind of tripping on. But it's been some other weird stuff too. I kind of wanted to, oh, building, that's the problem. 2019 build. Yeah, so unveils, yeah, Windows Terminal, a new command line app for Windows. So let's get out to Twitter too. I want to look at that. Twitter. Let's do this one. So we'll search for MS build. Oops. So yeah, here's some stuff that's going on, right? First off, everybody's looking for Nelson, which I'm a little confused by because I don't know who Nelson is actually. Yeah, so they did this cool. I know how to run. Oh, that's loud. Taking over the spotlight. I'm on a roll ready for the show now. Yeah, wow. So this video. Oh, I clicked on it. What did I do? Oh. Now, I would love to have a 3D terminal like this. You know, it looks like a physical thing that you can hack on. That's pretty slick and all. Here, you shush for a minute and come back here. Yes, I'm looking at this, but I don't understand. Like, are people really doing Linux-y stuff on Windows all day long? And what do they need Linux? Well, I guess, so thinking out loud here, I'm going to sound like an idiot, but so I guess when on Windows, you do need better Linux support. And right, I do too. Like this stream right now, it's on Linux. The IDE's running in Linux, the virtual machine's running in Linux, Twitter's running in Linux, everybody's running in Linux. So I don't know why I need Windows to use Linux and why that seems to be the encouraged thing to do. Yeah, I mean, I don't even play games anymore that need Windows. Like everything I do is on Linux, which is really weird. There's a few video editing things that are on Mac OS, which are pretty cool, that are really good for streaming, like live stuff, like conferences and things like that. But that's available on Mac OS, not on Windows particularly, which is a crux. So like I'm just, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a lot of mixed signals about what in the hell is the point. Where I keep seeing people like, oh, I'm leaving Mac and leaving Linux to go to Windows to use Linux. Right? Windows. I just have 2 games. Yeah, exactly. Like if I had a game that I really liked, I would still run Windows to play that game. But like even my train game, my city building game, all that stuff, it all runs on Linux and it runs beautifully on Linux. So I don't even care. Like I'm not even worried about it. It runs on Mac too. So like the 2 OSs that I do use for anything, the games run on. So like that doesn't get me over there. But I see other people, like they're like, oh, I'm going to use Windows so I can use Linux. So I can play with the new terminal. And I'm like, the terminal is just the same damn thing as iTerm 2 or iTerm 3 on Mac, if at best, or the terminal in Bougie. Linux. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, exactly, Corey. Yeah. yeah, I'm perplexed. But so far, so I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to figure out like, why do I not? Oh, this is my Thrashing code account. I was wondering why I didn't follow Simona or Mara, but I do on my Adrian account. But yeah, it just seems weird. I'm trying to find some of the tweets where just it looks like people are fan, I guess you could call it fanboying over this so much that they're gonna stop using Linux or stop using Mac to go use Windows to use Linux. That perplexes me. The biggest one though is the one that is like, I'm gonna stop using my Mac so I can go use Windows to use Linux. That makes no freaking sense. None to me. Now don't get me wrong. If somebody wants to go use Windows to use the terminal, just to use the terminal, cool. Honestly, I don't think anybody needs more of a reason than that. Like, that's it. That's enough reason as far as I'm concerned. But from a legitimacy point of view, like from a get shit done point of view, from a business point of view, maybe if you're a DevOps person and you have to manage Windows servers and you have a bunch of Linux stuff because you're trying to get shit done and the Windows stuff is still there. Like in that environment, sure, that's great too. But like everybody I see jumping on the bandwagon and going, oh yeah, I'm going to go use Windows to use Linux stuff, they're all like web developers or whatever. And there's no freaking point to use Windows to do web development with Visual Studio Code. Just go use Visual Studio Code on Mac or Linux and have all that shit there natively as part of the OS with no extra cruft and likely better performance in a lot of scenarios. So that's the thing that gets me. That's kind of bugging me today because I'm like, I feel like a lot of this tweeting is disingenuous, almost like it's been injected into someone's tweet stream to say, hey, go say this stuff about the new terminal that you're going to switch from Mac or switch from whatever and go use Windows to use Linux. And right, I don't like to use the word shill, but that's kind of what it feels like. It feels that way, which I don't want to make any judgments off of how I feel because I feel bad about a lot of crap all the time. Like the president or whatever, I'm just like, oh man, stab me in the back, America. But anyway, I digress. Whatever. But yeah, it's disingenuous is the word that definitely keeps popping in my head because it does not seem real. Like if a lot of these people were just saying, oh, I'm going to use this just to use it because I want to use it. Okay, I get that. That makes sense. But the fact that they're doing it and they usually aren't even in the camp that would talk about doing something like this, that's just weird. That's super weird. Like if Scott Hanselman says, I'm going to go use the terminal in Windows. Cool, okay, that makes sense. He's a Windows guy that knows how to use a lot of the other stuff, and he's curious about stuff. That's like his gig almost, right? But a lot of these other people that are doing Windows dev, like they should give no shits about Windows unless they're going to go game too. But it doesn't, yeah, it's not panning out. But anyway, I feel like I'm just running on, like beating a dead horse at this point. Whoops. Not supposed to show my direct messages to everybody. So what else is going on there? Okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So let's bounce back over to here. Yeah, whoopsie. Fortunately, I don't really have that secretive conversations in DM. I know where to have proper private direct messages, and that's in real life. In dark bars in the corner of the universe. But yeah, actually, let's bounce back to the better desktop even. Boom. There we go. Okay. I mean, seriously, bars are like the only place left on Earth, strangely enough, kind of again in the world where you can go have private conversations. Because they're so noisy, you can just have the conversation and it bleeds mics out and stuff. So everywhere else, Walmart, Target, don't have a conversation there because they're all recording you. And if you're carrying your phone around, just forget it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You blend right in at a bar. You know, you just wear some dark clothes and like a cap or something and you're good, you know? So anyway, Docker network list. There's our trucks and then Docker PS. We should have our Cassandra node running, and it is, which is wonderful. So I can close out my terminal for the moment and get into this stuff. What are we doing here? So set up default configuration. Oh, we did this. And just to recap, how do I go to declaration? See, I can't use the JetBrains shortcuts anymore. I have to get it in my head to go through and get the configurations where they're all identical and set them up to match like Visual Studio Code so that all my IDEs are the same. Because right now, when I go between Writer and Golang and WebStorm and stuff, the damn keys are all different. So I'm scared to press shortcuts right now. All right, so we got all this stuff going on. I think I refactored this stuff into errata, extra, etc., whatever. This is our JSON object for the configuration details. Our config file looks like this. It builds a default config file for us for the development environment if there isn't one there. And of course, we can just go in and change this stuff because I set up a watch using Viper, which is a library for doing configuration file stuff. So here's our default set. Here is the set. If you pull it straight out, okay, yeah, so basically extra bits. And then in routes here, this is our main route. So we got trucks, which gives us a list of all the trucks in an area. Oh, and one of the things I need to do right now is go back into migrations here. And let's go in and set a new migration file. Actually, I'm going to add it to the same one because my migrations are a little non-standard right now because I don't have a migration thing to run them. I didn't install migrate back, at least not that works with Cassandra. So I'm going to do that again at a later time. For now, I'm just going to keep everything in one file. And in here, what I want to do is, let's go doc. Let's go RTFM real quick. Cassandra, longitude, latitude. How should I store those? Storing longitude and latitude in Cassandra table. Primary key, latitude, float. Is that what I should do? Is I just store it as float? Yeah, I guess I should. That makes sense. Then you find the location with a 5. Sure, select asterisk from table. You get all the rows. Yes. So that is what I want to do. Longitude. Put float. Latitude. Float. And this will be interesting because it'll be interesting to keep this updated. There we go. Now we're in the right place. So longitude and latitude, that creates the table. So let's tear it down. Oh, actually, I need to do this because it's going to tear down the key space. Okay. Oh, that's great. So then run it and build the key space. Ta-da! Okay, sweet. So then we had, did I seriously? Oh yeah, I guess I did. I didn't say my insert statements. That's a pain in the ass. So this though, if we update it, should have the 2 float values. Hey, Satisant. How you doing? How's the build? You're at build, right? Running around over there doing something? Are you out at Redmond or something? Float. Primary key. Yep, that works. Oh, and I guess, damn it. I guess we're going to be here writing an insert statement again because we need to. Let's do the insert here, though. Insert into blah. Into, what's it, trucks, this stuff, values, this stuff. Semicolons, there we go. And then in here, we want all this. And then let's just put a couple of them in here. Yeah. All right. Rock and roll. So we want to do a truck. We're gonna get at least a couple of them in here. We'll do Seattle first. Seattle food trucks. Find trucks. So this is basically what we're building, which is kind of crazy, but we're doing it for all over the place, not just Seattle. And hopefully ours is more performant than this weird mappiness. I think it's mapped onto here, kind of weird. So let's look at this one. Who is this? Wells Fargo Bank. Let's look at this one. Which came first? Mammy Tran. And then Pickles Pit Barbecue. My little sweet cake, Snout Co. Poke it to the max. All right. So and then we need to go to somewhere to figure out all the details. Where is... so what I need to know is, let's do the Twitter account and the Instagram. Oh, that's something else we should actually save in there. So let's add that. Let's add Twitter, text, Instagram, text, Twitter, Instagram, and then what did I just say? Oh yeah, Facebook. Text. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to the mosh pit. Yeah, they have a website. It always kind of cracks me up, though, because I got so indoctrinated to the food truck thing in Portland, which, of course, they're all just where they're at. They're in the cart pods, right? Which makes it way easier to keep up with where the hell the food carts are. Albeit Portland has approximately 80 to 90% more food carts than than Seattle, though, by an easy calculation. I mean, I don't know. You saw the map right here, right? So is that all the food carts? That's what I always wonder. Because I don't see a lot of places where any of this stuff can even be at anyway. There we go. Finding. Yeah, because if you look in the entire metro area... Right, like what is this even? Stryker Corp, Trucks, Pi Mobile, and Don Luchos. So that's the thing. Like they end up at these different places around town, right? And that's cool and all. Like this is over here by T-Mobile. This is at Microsoft Studio X, Overlake Park Presbyterian Church, and then some stuff down in Bellevue, blah, and then of course all this downtown stuff. Like just in Amazon's area, they have more food carts than like everywhere else put together. But you get the idea. There's not a whole lot of food carts. The few that we do have up here, though, they're pretty good. Not complaining by any means. But I think it'd be cooler if we had actual cart pods like Portland does, because that is super badass. Anyway, Alaska Food Truck. It's one I was looking up. So let's get that going on here. So I added Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So let's actually do... Oh, let's do this manual thing. Let's drop this one here instead of doing a whole migration. And then we're just going to execute this thing. And that should create it. There we go. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So let's go back over here and then take this out, and we're going to actually delete that, Control Enter, and get the whole list. And then let's do some data entry to have something to work with here. All right, first one first. Alaska weather vane scallops. I don't know. I'm kind of confused by that one at the moment. So here, let's get that out of there. I'll go back to it sometime. But which came first? So that is this one, and it has a Facebook and Instagram and a Twitter. So we'll do which came first. So here, which came, actually it's just which came first. Oh, and I need to swap that out like so. And then we're gonna do an escape. No? Oh, I gotta do this and then this. Yes, okay. And then we got phone, which don't have just yet. Details don't have just yet. Facebook. I just got the Facebook. And then we got Instagram. Oh, wow, this is cool. Derp. All right, so Instagram. Oh, ID. Then Instagram. And then we got latitude and longitude. So let's, oh, damn it, where did it? Well, anyway, we'll go back and figure that out in a minute. This one has a Facebook and an Instagram. And this is called Mammy Tran. Oh, let's get the whole thing in here. And we'll finish up these. So that's longitude, latitude. Truck type was, what was it? Sandwiches. It's basically a thing where internationally you'll be able to find food trucks all over the world. That's the idea. Kind of basically what that website was that I was just looking at. Not too much more than that. But the idea is to use that as an example to build out an application, which I'm doing with Christina Veal, my coworker at DataStax. And we're using Apache Cassandra, and thus the data modeling around that, that's the core of kind of what we're proving out and showing, and how one would do that for a website that you'd want to be able to scale to massive levels. We're using Vue.js on the front end and Apache Cassandra for the back end, and Go as the middle tier, basically the services tier. So we're going to work this through and start to scale it out. Right now I'm just putting in some test stuff for it. Yeah, so that's what it is. Nothing too crazy, nothing too advanced, just some example territory, really. So in this one is Mammy Tran. That's what I was doing. Oops. Mammy Tran. Let's get this one inserted in there. Make sure I got all the stuff done. So execute, and it says invalid string for details. Oh yeah, I got to do for details. Yeah, there we go. We just want to do that. So that's an empty map of string type. So basically a key value list of string is what that is. Invalid string, constant for latitude of type float. What latitude? Oh, yeah. I can't put in this stuff. Let's just put 0 and 0. Yeah? All right, we got one in there. So that works for us. Now let's do a select asterisk from trucks. Oh, come on. I don't know why my control enter never works. Control enter. It says control enter, but it's linked to something else. Yeah, okay, so it's in there. And then this one, Mammy Tran. All right. There's our Facebook. Boom. And then our Instagram. I'm kind of surprised Instagram has gotten as popular as it is. I guess people like those pictures though. And then what do we got? Instagram, and then yeah. So lat and long. Then the type is, what is it exactly? Oh, I had the Twitter though, didn't I? Mammy Tran food cart, whatever. Mammy Tran food. Oops. Oh yeah. No, I mean I sit there and I love it too in that sense. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they actually have a website. It wasn't on that other site though. That's kind of a bummer. Vietnamese food. Kind of figured that's what it would be. Figured they were like kind of going with the last name there. And Twitter. Oh, I should probably add a website is what I should do. Just add website or something. Anyway, for later. Let's do that. There we go. And then just run all this stuff. What? Oh, did I mess up the details on this one? Of course. There we go. Actually, I could just run everything, make it crazier. Right, it already, but it said, oh, create case space. I need to add if not exists. Yes. Thank you. Boom. There we go. All right, so we got 2 records in there. Cool. So setup default configuration, load configuration. This is the main, and then it starts the service. Routes. So trucks. Trucks handler. Let's go to declaration. There we go. And this is, oh yeah, this is the one that has something so far. We need to update our core fumbling object though. Trucks model, oh, there we go. Truck, go to declaration. And let's add these other bits. So we had stuff I don't remember already. Darn it. There we go. So truck type, and then we got Facebook, string, JSON type. And let's see, so Facebook, and then we got Instagram, and we got Twitter, and then what were you wowing about? Was there a wow of something? Instagram, latitude, longitude. And then latitude, longitude, and then the 3 things. That's what I added, right? Yep. Oh, yeah. I know. That's kind of like, oops. You would want that on. That doesn't seem like the best thing to happen. Let's do this. Okay, and now we can go with, what is it going to be? Facebook, and then Instagram. Did I spell that right? Instagram, yeah. Twitter, latitude, longitude. Probably should just add an address, shouldn't I? Yeah, definitely should be at the top of their social media site. It should be on that site too. Seems like that'd be a key thing you'd want to advertise. All right. So that's my object. But since I'm sitting here, let's see here. Let's add website. String JSON. I'm going to wait 30 seconds now before I tell everybody what's going on, because half of everybody's probably watching a damn ad. It seems like that always happens. So 30 seconds from now, it's 16:24. All right, let's see here. No ad? Oh, some people came straight in. How does some people not get ads and then other people get slammed with watching the ads? I'm confused how that works. Like, do you have to pay? Well, I'm a subscriber, and I don't want you to watch ads. That's the thing. I don't want anybody to have to watch ads. I want raiders to just raid, right? Because it's so awkward. Hello, lucky number 11. Welcome to the session that I'm in the midst of. A little earlier talked about all of the swag at the community table that I have for future game rewards, etc., and competitions and stuff I'm just going to give away. Cool stuff. And right now we're working on some code around the trucks application, specifically building out the service a little bit and getting the data model objects to, how should I put it, better reflect reality. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Big ups to you for that. If you want one of the things that I talked about at the beginning of the session, let me know. I won't tell you what they are right now, but here, I'll show you a little sneak peek of the back room. Bloop, there's the table with all the stuff. So I went over everything that's there. Let me know, lucky number 11, and throw me a DM or a, what is it on a whisper. Throw me a whisper, and I'll hook you up with something. One of anything you want. Yeah, getting dusty. I think it's just because it's dark in the room and the cameras are trying to correct for it. But yeah, so that is the sit rep. That is what we are doing. And I am just clunking my way through a little bit of... Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the pit. Yeah, so I'm just going through this code here. And what's your favorite band at the moment? Oh, that was weird. What is my favorite band at the moment? I don't know. What is everybody's favorite band at the moment? You know what? You know what I think it is? I think it's time for a short break. And I think what it is, what we need to do, is we need to have a listening session, a short listening session to talk about my favorite band at the moment. How's that sound? Is everybody up for that, you think? Think that'd be a good idea? Let me know. At least one person has to say yes, or else it's too dangerous. All right, here we go. I was like all prepared for that. So this has been the song I have probably listened to more than anything recently. I have also just purchased tickets because they are coming to Seattle. I'm totally stoked about that. This is a pleasant little band called Jinjer from the Ukraine. I'm sorry, from Ukraine. I apologize, fellow Ukrainians and my friends. It is not the Ukraine, it's Ukraine. So we'll give a little listen just for a minute.
I can tell the wall I saw.
We need phone details. It was an interesting sounding motorcycle outside. ID, Instagram. What else we got here? Instagram, latitude, longitude, truck type, and then Twitter. I think that's, yeah, that's it. All right, so that's now the select statement. And I need to go put that in this one. Oh, I feel like there should be a better, cleaner way to do this. Select statement from as such. So yeah, what I'm working on is this is the handler for the various results. So I'm working off of Apache Cassandra, so the data is fairly denormalized to begin with. And I'm trying to create basically a handler to return the results of what one would ask for if they were going to a website and they needed to render on that website on a map where food truck locations are. So these results need to be used for that. And I'm just trying to create basically a handler that will return those via the API endpoint and just offer just the cleanest, minimalist amount of data per truck record as possible. So that's the idea. And right now, I had the other bit working, and I'm just adding some other little key elements that I think we should have, such as Facebook, truck.twitter, Twitter, then truck.instagram, and then truck.longitude, longitude, and then truck.latitude as such. Okay, so that'll append all those together, then provide them to spit them out via a JSON object, which is pretty straightforward right here once we wrap it all up. But here I'm just adding in the bits that need added. So then we got a ampersand Facebook. Actually, let's do this. Then I'll get autocomplete working, or should at least. ID, name, truck, type, phone, then Facebook, then Twitter, Instagram, longitude and latitude. Instagram, not Instagram. GPS, not, well, so like if the truck had GPS, yes, technically it would. But the idea is that it's going to be provided, we're going to scrape it off of either Twitter or website or something like that, or even the street location address. We'll do like a look up and get longitude, latitude off of it. But I'm not entirely sure, because I think depending on the city, we'll get locations different ways, because each city has kind of a different way that you can get addresses for food carts. Like New York City is different than LA, is different than Charlotte, is different than Seattle, etc. So it's real hard to just declare one particular way. But in the end, at some point, if a truck had a GPS, they could provide it, and we would be more than happy to scrape it from that, or retrieve it from that source. Yeah. Let's see here. Instagram. And then what am I doing? Okay. Latitude, longitude, in float. We went 64. I'm going to go with 64. Why is this misspelled? Is that not how you spell? Is it not 2 T's? Does it just not have it in the... Now I'm paranoid. Do I not know how to spell freaking longitude and latitude? Oh, it is just 1. Oh! I think I've been spelling that wrong for 1,000 years. Oh, that is super unfortunate. Latitude. Then let's fix it here. And then why is oh, I guess Instagram isn't a freaking word to begin with. It's just some made up shit. Add to, no, I just want it added to the, yes, add Instagram to the dictionary. There we go. We don't want to have to respell it every time. So let's drop trucks. There we go. And then let's recreate that and add that data back in there. And boom, there we go. Ah, I see. Noted. From the UK, does that mean you spell it that I spell it differently than you spell it, or you spell it differently? I'm pretty sure that we spell it the same in the UK and the US and Australia and New Zealand and France and Germany. Don't they spell it the same way? I think they use the same words for it, don't they? Da 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 da. All right, there we go. Ah, yeah. Cool. So I'm going to close that again. And let's fix this spelling. Because, of course. Oh, yep, there we go. And that's, whoops, that's fixed. What's this fussing about? Can I use as type string in assignment? Oh, I did this wrong. Go to declaration. And this should transition cleanly, I think. Oh, yeah, and I need latitude fixed here. Yeah, there we go. All right. That looks good. So let's see if trucks handler will actually work. So if I run that and then bounce into the terminal, and what is my, I'm just doing, where's my routes? Just trucks, yeah. So curl local host 8079, whoops, 8079 / trucks. What? Did it die? Is it not on 8079? Curl local host. No, curl local host 079. Eh? Where's my main? There's my main. Oh, well, where the heck is... nope. Go to declaration. Yeah, 8079. Well, let's try the IP then. Curl. I'll do 7.0.901. Yeah, okay. Something is up. Debug. Let's do that, and let's do go run. Can I do that? No. Go build. Okay. And now if I start up this thing called Tilix, which is just as good as the Windows build terminal. I still don't understand. I'm so confused about that. Ah, I got you. I got you. Jinxes for. So now if I do curl localhost 8079, right? Welcome home. Yeah. So and then trucks empty reply from server. Oh, not enough columns to scan into. Have 4, want 10. What? Let's, yeah, how about no? That's what's flaking stuff out, I bet. So what am I, get that out of there. Handlers. So 4, 8, 9. Then here it's 1, oh, phone. What is phone? Oh, details, don't need details. Ah, there's my problem. So then we got phone, truck type, Facebook, then Twitter, then Instagram, then longitude, and then latitude. Yep, that's probably what it is. So now I should be able to do curl localhost 8079, right? Yeah. Weird flakiness. Empty reply from server. Let's do this. What? Oh, did I crash the thing? That's pretty frustrating. So that appears to be running. There we go. So trucks is nil. So then we got to run the select statement. Instagram. Oh, an ID is in there too. Don't need ID, actually. Or do I? No, ID is in there. Let's do it in order, though. Let's do ID, name, truck type, actually, is that how I do it? Yeah, truck type, phone, wait, what? Oh, I put it in here twice. I don't need it in here twice. So that one, yeah, truck type. So, oh no, I got it over here. Don't need it over there. So there's longitude, longitude and latitude. Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, yeah, Twitter, Facebook, phone, truck type, name, and ID. So now I even got them in order, right? So let's hear truck type, Facebook, Twitter, okay. Let's stop this, run it up here, and go down to the terminal. Then let's get down here, and then we'll state one here and run. Oh, log fatal. Error string. Why is, oh. Let's do format dot, what, F, print, F. Well, I'm not really doing an iterator. Is that gonna work? Let's redo it. Start over. Right, we get there, and then we run, and we get here, and it says, what does it say? Oh, it says whatever. Let's print that out. When it goes down there still? Weird. Not enough columns to scan into. Have 4, want 9. What? Scan into. So I did ID, name, phone. Following error. Table unable to fetch host info for IP go CQL. Not enough columns to scan into. What am I? So let me actually run this. We'll get to the bottom of this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Come on. What is this? Yo, get back over here. There we go. Console. So this is what I'm executing, and it comes back with no Twitter. When it comes back with details. Do y'all see it? Anybody see it? I'm not sure what I'm missing there. I'm actually doing CQL, Cassandra query language. Very, very, very similar to SQL though. So far, so the CQL works fine. I ran that here. Just a pretty standard select statement, which is literally the same as SQL select statements of that type. But, I mean, you can see the results right there, right? Mammy Tran and which came first, the two food carts. And then over here, I'm basically running the same query. Just paste it in there again. There we go. So I know the query is good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. And here we have one. Why do I have tweet here still? I should have like item. And actually that doesn't even need to be there. Why is that still there? I don't know why I still have that there. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, it's from... This is where I'm making putting the truck object together. So I have ID. I'm going to actually put this in order according to that down there. So ID, name, phone, truck, type. And then Twitter. So it's Facebook, Twitter, then Instagram. Like so. With Twitter, Instagram, longitude, then latitude. Okay, so at least that's an... I just wanted an order just for readability. And then... All right, let's see where that gets us. Give it a second to build. Yeah, still getting the error. I have 4 columns and want 9, it says. So this is 9, and it has 4. Oh, shit. So ID, name, phone, then truck type, face, oops, Facebook, then Twitter, Instagram, and damn it, Instagram, then longitude, latitude, right? That looks good. Ampersand, ampersand. All right, now that I've missed that very default thing, I should be able to just run it and get a damn result as expected. What did it do now? Oh, cannot unmarshal float into float 64. Okay, well let's just not do that then. Let's go to declaration. Stop here. Let's get these to float 32s. And I feel like I shouldn't have to declare that for this. I feel like this whole thing should be handled by the driver. Whatever though. Let's see, run. Whoops. Shit. There we go. Oh, did it skip it? Oh yeah, no more error. Sweet. Console and the terminal. There, beautiful. There's our results that we expected. Okay, so that's trucks. Then, we want to do home handler. Welcome home. Yeah, whatever. So in the request. Oh yeah, let's change this name to something that, whatever. Give me that session is great. That's a great name for it. All right, home hammer. Yeah, find trucks by location. Find by truck. Call. Find by truck. Well, that's not what it's going to be. Oh, well, anyway. Let's work on... Yeah, let's just work on the basic details one. Truck details. Details handler. What did that guy? I got truck. Oh, add truck details handler. Yeah, so I want to work on this one. So let's get... Let's see, what is it? Request dot body? Yeah, body. Get body. Mm-hmm. Let's just do this. Body. Sure, that's what we'll call it. And then that can go here. We'll do this. Can we do this? Yeah, because it's not a string. Does it say it is body? Oh, it's the actual... What? Dot get body. sure. So what is this then? Dot. Okay. Time to look at the docs, cause blah. Wait, what was the correct result? I lost that message. Oh, yes, yes. True. Okay. This song comes on, drives me nuts. I like some ska, but I'm trying not to listen to ska right now. There we go. This will be good. I don't have it open. I'm on Chrome. Oh, response, read, body. Hey, it's the Fluff. Welcome to the mosh pit, my friend. Hope everything is going awesomeness for you. We're just sitting here I'm trying to remember how to, or not even remember, I'm trying to figure out how to get the body of, well, I actually am perplexed at the moment. What am I trying to do? Let me look. So we have a writer response, and this is the request. So the writer should have, no wait, we're making a request. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to, get the details. So basically, yeah, in the request, right? Yeah, they'll send us details in the request. Let's actually look at that. Oh wait, I had it in, this is the handler, here's the routes. So truck ID, yeah, this is this. So then, yeah, it'll come in. How do I get the truck? Oh, I get the truck ID off the thing. So that's what it is. Mux. Golang Mux. No. Golang Mux. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So I'm just trying to do one of these default things here. Yeah, this. Right, so this is, you pass that into that. Where is a freaking example? Get post. Path prefix, methods, schemas, headers. Handle font, product handler, ID. So how is the... Subroutes, yeah. Okay, so host this, path this thing. HTTP Golang request example. Here we go. Okay, I bet this has it. Yeah, go here, da da da. That's your Golang request object. Let's look at Mux example. Oh, there you go. URL. Wait, URL values. Post form URL values. Okay, well that's interesting, but let's look at this. Yeah, so new router, da 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 da. Yeah, page. Yeah, this is basically what I'm trying to do here. Ah, vars, mux vars. Yes, yes. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Perfect, 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 perfect. If I'm trying to add truck details, da 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 da. Here we go. This is the request, right? Whoops, page. That, and then, so what I'm after is, what the heck do I actually call it? Here, truck ID. Oh yeah, let's assign this to a variable, introduce variable. Let's call it truck ID, actually. Oh, but we'll do it. What? No. Truck ID, but then let's do this. Rename truck ID to truck ID, yes please. And this is going to be what? Introduce variable. What? No, 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 no. Unhandled error. Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, so now we're gonna do that and see what we get here. So basically, then, what do we want to do? We want to run and ask for a truck. But do this. And we get chicken scratch. We get nothing. We get squat shit. Damn it. Let's do this. Let's see what we get. No? Oh, let's rebuild first. That was dumb. Go, you gotta rebuild. Come on, Adrian. No. Truck. Truck details handler. Maybe. Oh, let's get rid of this thing. Don't need that in there. Truck slash truck ID. Truck slash blah, blah, blah. Truck details handler. Go to declaration. And there it is. Okay. All right, something is amidst here. Let's just run it. And then do this, and then boom. No? Still no. Nothing. Oh, I gotta do a post. Duh. I guess I could do a get. Let me change this to a get and see what we get from that. Because yeah, I guess a post is actually like inserting something, isn't it? Not give me this result. I think I'm doing that wrong. Just wasn't thinking. There we go. Okay. So that was the problem. That's the right. A request has method URL. Path. Okay. Header, body, stuff, post form. Let's do this and run to there. Now it is okay. As we expected. So that's cool. So we have the ID, which I believe at this point is just a string, which is kind of a problem. All right. So, I'm getting beat here. It's getting warm too. Warm in Seattle. The craziness of it all. Yeah, on that note, I'm going to call it a day, figure out who we can raid real quick. All 3 of us, or 5 of us, or whatever random arbitrary number that is. Who should we raid, y'all? Anybody out there you want to raid? Any takers? Who should we raid? Who is going? Program is going. Holden Corral is hacking away at something, I think. Oh, it could be wrong. Nope, still going to town on something, yeah. Let's see what my raid channel gives me. Yeah, I'm going to raid another coder. I don't raid, I only raid other coders, matter of fact. What is she doing? She's doing Kubernetes. I don't know. Do we want to go look at Kubernetes or do we want to look at something else? I don't know. Program is, I'm betting, no, he's actually playing the game that he wrote. So let's see, what else we got? And we got Lena Lux is building something. Raimu is looking at code that has a bunny picture on it. So maybe we'll raid Raimu. Or Raimu 8345. Something like that. Yep, that looks like the thing to do. We're going to raid Raimu. So it's time for the outro and the countdown. May it begin. The raid initiates.